I love my life. 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 No, no.
Hey guys, Traveling R and Kimmy here, and in this video I'm gonna be doing another Payday Friday so that you guys can see how much you can make as a travel nurse in the NICU. So let's get to it. So with these pay stubs, one will be from the NICU with my travel nursing contract that I have. And then the second one is going to be with the PRN job that I have in a pediatric hospital. I'm not working with all age groups for peds, but I'm still working with just the babies with this PRN position. So let's get to it. So let's first go over my travel nursing contract. So I worked 36.88 hours. I get paid $21 an hour. My housing stipend for 3 shifts is $880. My meals and incidentals is $539.86. The deductions that came out for this paycheck was $365.29. The taxes that came out was $81.22. And if you're wondering how is the taxes so low, remember that the hourly rate is what get taxed. And my meals and incidentals, my housing stipend does not get taxed because I do have to pay for housing in 2 different locations, my current home and then wherever I travel to work. And then for the total net pay for that week was $1,747.83. So that's what I got for that week with my travel nursing NICU contract. Now that same week, I also worked 3 additional shifts with my PRN job. So with this position, I work 36 hours and 36.05 hours. I get paid $55 an hour. The taxes that came out of this paycheck was $536.05. And my net pay for this position for this week was $1,446.70. So in grand total for this current week, I made $3,194.53. So I'm super excited about it. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I was so tired working these 6 days. I haven't worked 6 days in like 2-3 years. I don't even know. So it was a little challenging, but I'm gonna do it again. I think at some point. Honestly, that week at the PRN position was actually orientation week for me. So I had like the day of just computer modules, and then I had two 12-hour shifts on the unit. It's not bad, honestly. It's like a step down from the NICU, if anything. Those babies are really learning how to feed more than anything. So, or they're still on respiratory support. So it's been good. My plan is to pick up more shifts. I would like to possibly work like every other week. I would like to work 6 days, just because my goal is, like I said, is to become debt free. And I know the only way I'm going to do that is if I grind. So and I'm not, like I said, I'm not planning to do this forever. It's just until I hit the goals that I want to hit. And then we can go back to just working 3 shifts. And then on the regular days off, I'm going on vacations. At least that's the plan. So far, it's been okay. I have been getting hotels in between the contracts. My plan is to schedule 6 days in a row. Right now I have 7 days off, which is amazing after working 6 days in a row. If I could do that, that would be great, but most likely I won't be able to accomplish that every single time. So my plan is to work 6 days and then possibly have like 2 or 3 days off. And then the following week, I'm not going to do a 6-day stretch, just my 3 regular days on my travel nursing contract. And then the following week after that, then I'm going to try to do another 6-day stretch. So that way, my thoughts is, if I do that, let's just do the math. If we have 2 weeks out of the month where I'm working, where I'm getting $6,000, and then another week I would be getting 1,700, and the next week I'm getting 1,700. So my goal is for each month, let me do that math real quick because I can't. So 3,000 plus, wait, so that's 6,000. So 6,000 plus 1,700 plus 1,700. So that's about 9,400 a month. And honestly, that would be amazing if I would like to hit like 10,000 a month. Maybe that might be like an additional shift. Maybe like 1 week I might add like 1 shift. We'll see. But $9,400 for the month, every month, that's pretty damn awesome. And if I did that for 6 months, that's $56,000 take home for 6 months. I feel like that is more than enough. That should be more than enough to pay off my debt and also like obviously sustain my lifestyle, pretty much pay my bills and be able to go on vacation. But I'm gonna keep you guys updated. I'm only going to do a budgeting video once a month just because so the way I do my bills, I plan ahead 1 month ahead. So I always have the money for my bills an entire month ahead. So I calculate how much I need for that month, and then whatever I have left over is what goes towards either savings or also it either goes towards savings or it goes towards paying off debt. Now there is months where I obviously didn't plan for certain things. Like this month so many expenses I did not plan for. Like I have to renew my license, my nursing license, both in California and in Maryland. I had to renew my NRP, which is the certification that I need for the NICU. I had to renew my stable, which is also another certification that I need for the NICU. Like these expenses I didn't plan for. And I had already technically dipped into my emergency fund, which was for my car windshield, which cracked, and I had to replace that. So I had already used my emergency fund for that. So these bills, I didn't plan for them. So I am going to have to take it out of the total amount that I make for December. So I'm going to have a little bit less overall for January, but I'm still going to have enough to pay my bills, if that makes any sense. But like I said, I'll make a budgeting video. You're going to see exactly how much money I have at the end of December to pay January bills. And then you can see how do I distribute the money for my bills for the entire month. And I'm going to continue to do that once a month so you guys can see the progress of me paying off my debt and paying off my bills, and you see where my priorities lie and how I'm pretty much doing things. But thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you guys in the next one. If you have any suggestions about any other kind of videos that you guys want me to go over, I will totally do that. Just leave a comment down below and I'll get to you guys as soon as possible. Yeah. Okay, so I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you have a wonderful and blessed day.